Jordan, thank you so much for another super chat. He says, do you see potential in hydrogen for cars? Well, this one I'll keep a lot shorter. No, I don't see potential for hydrogen for a long time. First, hydrogen is really hard to extract efficiently. It's the most abundant source on Earth, but you can't just like go and open a tap to collect hydrogen. Like, it is a very intense process, very energy intensive, by the way, too. So it's not very green, honestly, right now either, to actually do hydrogen the way that it is in its current state. Now, if it becomes easier to produce hydrogen in the future, then that could change. But again, there's no investment in that right now. All the battery stuff is the new gold mine, and electricity is the new oil. So hydrogen there's nothing about it that gives it an advantage really over EVs, especially with EV tech evolving as fast as it is. Yes, you can refuel hydrogen, but where are you going to refuel it? Even in California, I think they're down to like 50 odd stations, and only like I think 30 of them usually work consistently. And that's California. The rest of the country, I think, has like another 20 or something. I think New York's got a couple. There's so few, compared to, people say there's not enough EV charging stations. We have like over 30,000 of those already. Imagine having less than 100. And then, there's no investment. Shell just pulled out their investment for hydrogen. They're not putting up any new stations. There's only a few companies that have cars that, can even do it. And it's just, there's nothing, everyone wants more and more investment in all these things, but hydrogen is just so far off right now that there is no way it's viable. For me, I don't think there's any way in the next 10 to 15 or 20 years. And especially, I think, as EV stuff evolves, it's going to make hydrogen even more irrelevant. I don't see a future for hydrogen. I think hydrogen could be cool, but it's super inefficient to burn. Like Toyota's trying to, play around with burning hydrogen. That involves having a tank of hydrogen that takes up the entire backseat and the entire hatch area. Who's going to do that? None of these things are even remotely close to being consumer friendly. And that would, again, even be assuming, it's just, you got to get the car tech there, you got to get the fueling tech there. And both of them are so far away that I feel like hydrogen is like the thing we're going to be talking about maybe in 50 years or something, maybe. But I feel like EV is really going to just be the way, because it's so easy to generate electricity with solar and wind and hydro. And it just, so many reasons why I think that EV will be, the future for a long time. I don't see hydrogen making any sense financially, realistically. It just, maybe in the commercial sector, there could still be something there for planes, boats, things like that. But again, who wants to fly in a plane that's filled with hydrogen? I know it's not much better with jet fuel, but there's that whole stigma as well and things like that you have to overcome, assuming, again, everything else lines up. So, I think it's why I think there's a lot of problems, with just getting hydrogen to a good point, honestly.